There's my barrow. I've got to get it up the hill. My phone went in the water. Hello everyone and welcome to today's video, and as you've seen from the title and thumbnail, we're going winter fishing. And look at the weather, this is proper winter fishing. It's snowing, still coming down. Just about head out with the barrow, so it's going to be a cold walk, but going to walk up the barrow and it's going to be good. So yeah, I'll see you when I'm walking up open cast. Right, so heading up to open cast. As you can see, it is snowing a lot. I need to go up this bank. It doesn't look much of a bank on camera, but it is, with the barrow. And I bet if you're wondering why Rob's not here, his mum's been tested positive for COVID, so he can't come. We would gain social distance anyway, but best be safe. But yeah, so I'm getting up on my own today, and I'm coming up tomorrow as well. I'm only doing 2 day sessions because you're only allowed in the UK at the moment. But look, there's my barrow. I've got to get it up the hill. So I'll see you when I'm at my peg and I'm just about to set up. Right, so I just got up to Overcast. I am exhausted. That was a long walk up that bank. Because Rob usually gives me hand time. Got as much in the barrow, but still a bit hard here. So there's the barrow. I'm going to set up my brolly, and I'm going to speak to you when my brolly's set up so my phone isn't getting drenched by the snow. Right, so I just got the brolly set up and put everything in it, so nothing's getting wet from the snow. And I'm just rods. It's already rigged up. I just need to put fresh bait on, and then put some PVA mesh back, and then I'll show you me casting it on. So I'll see you in a minute. So that is my pod done. Just going to get my bite arms out and put them on it. But yeah, this looks good so far. So I've got my handy tackle bite arms. And this is how simple it is. Get out the bite arm and it's on. No twisting, no nothing. And then get my bobbins. There you go. One bobbin, number 2 bobbin. I just hope the lake doesn't freeze over today. I don't think it will, but it has done in the past. 2, maybe 3 inches. There we go. So that is my pod set up and sorted in a short amount of time. So, going to tie my rods up now and I'll show you what bait I'm putting on. So what bait I've decided to use on my first rod is the rosehip isotonic pop-ups with a fake corn, a buoyant fake corn on top. I'm changing my mind. What I'm going to have on is 2 fake maggots. I've got 2 fake maggots on, 1 rosehip isotonic pop-up. So, push the rosehip isotonic pop-up on, push the maggots on. I'm going to put a bait stop on, but when I've got my rods on, I'm going to put a bit of bait on, and I'm going to make myself a brew. So this is my setup for this rod. I think it looks good. I'm going, just before I cast it, I'm going to dip it in the rosehip isotonic goo that I've got, and then I'll cast it out. So I'm going to cast out this rod now, and I'll show you that in a second. So what I've done is I've hooked a PV mesh bag with a load of bait in that I'll show you how I made these now. And I'm going to get some CM1 boilies. I'm going to get a carp handful of that. Put that in the grinder. Grind them up quick. So that'll do for the CM1. I'll put all the CM1 on one side. I want to get some rosehip lilies, get another half handful of them. It's not that much. These 50ml boilies, by the way, if you're wondering. Put them in the grinder. And also the chemical grind. So that will do for the rosehip isotonic. I've got the rosehip bait soak. I'm going to put just a dash of that on the rosehip side. I do the same for the CM1 on the side. These both smell really nice, so it doesn't stink up my room or anything. So there you go. So I've got them both. And now what you want to do, you want to grab your stick. So what you want to do is to get a small scoop of the CM1, probably want that, put it down into the funnel, and then I'll do a tiny bit more. And you put your hand at the bottom, get your stick, and you compress it down as hard as you can. Give that a compress down, and then do a scoop of the rosehip isotonic. Put that in, and then compress that afterwards. So that's now in, and I'll just compress that one as well. And then when I push this out, you'll see there's two different colours, so it's a two-toned and two different flavours of bait in one mesh bag. So it's probably hard to see in this lighting, but you'll see, like as you've been watching the video, you've seen me put them on, and they're all two-toned, so they're really good. I've used them a couple of times before, and they do work. So, and if you do want to make these, make sure you check out Mistral Baits to get all your bait to make them. So that is one done, and now just getting time lapse for me doing the rest. So this is probably all I'll need for 2-day sessions. I've done the rosehip and CM1. I've done some of the bit of Atlantic crabbing. I've done some of the bit of the stick mixing as well. But yeah, I've done a load of different ones. So depending on, I've got some with pellets in. This one's a massive one with some pellets in as well. This one's got crushed pellets in. And I've just got loads of different ones for what hook bait I use, so I can use whatever hook bait I want that still matches the scent and the taste of my mesh bag. So that's how I make my mesh bags, and that's how much I do for a 2-day session. I probably won't use all these, but you can just save them for next session. So I was about to cast one on that island and one on that dock, but I just saw a fish move in this bowl here, so I'm going to put this one on that bowl and the other one on the dock. Right on the money, that's exactly where I wanted it the first time. So, I'm tying up my next rig now. So I've got the coated, the silicone tubing, lead clip with a load of lead, and then I've got my rig. Which, these are the rigs that we showed you how to make 3 videos ago, I think. So if you'd like to see that, it'll be in the top corner, and now that corner. So this rig that I'm doing now isn't a pop-up rig, so I'm just going to take off this putty that I've got on at the moment. So that putty's off, and I can save it. What bait am I using for this rod? I think I'm going to go with the CM1 hard hookers. So I'm going to try a piece of corn on top, a salted hard hooker. Using all Mistral baits, by the way, so if you like any of Mistral baits bait, go check them out in the link below. Slide them onto here. Get a bait stop on the tackle box. So that is on. So that is my rig and my bait set up for this rod. So I'm going to get a PVA mesh bag that I showed you how to make. that I've prepared last night, so I don't have to make them on the bank. And there is my mesh bag. I've got one in the middle there. And there we go. So that is my setup for my rig for now. If this doesn't work, then I'll try something else. But I've got confidence in both my rods. It is 10:45, not had anything yet, but still confident, still feel I can definitely go and get something. But I think I'm going to do a bit of perch fishing later. I've got my perch rod, hopefully catch a few perch, which will also, but just doing myself a brew. Got a kettle on, rods are still out, fingers crossed we can catch. It is a bit chilly, but I've wrapped up warm, got some Nash slippers on, and hopefully we can get something soon. It's 11:20 and we've still not had anything, but it is snowing again. You can't see that much on camera, but it's snowing quite a bit, to be fair. I'm just going to have this last cup of tea and I'm getting recast, because in the winter you need to move your rods as much as you can to try to find them fish. So I'm going to give it 10-20 more minutes after I've had my cup of tea, and I'm going to go try a different spot. Not a different peg, I'm just going to cast my rod somewhere else, but the snow's coming down hard. So yeah, I'm going to finish this cup of tea and I'll see you when I'm casting my rods and I'm in. So I've just had a little walk around, not far, like my brolly's there. So I've just walked around a bit in my slippers, my waterproof Nash slippers. I'm just having a look, see if I can see any carp movement at all to cast towards. So I saw a fish move just off island, and I saw one move about there. Like, they're not doing much movement, but I just see like a little disturbance in the water. So there's definitely fish around here, definitely in this end of the lake. But I'm going to recast my rods now, try different spots, need to keep them moving because it's winter. So yeah, I'm going to go rebait and cast back out. So, just had a little bit of a walk around, as you've seen. Seeing a few fish move, some movement in the water. So I'm going to recast my rods. I'm going to put one at the dock and one at the island. At the moment, one's at the bowl, one's at the dock. So I'm going to bring in my left hand rod, cast it to the island, maybe put some new bait on, see how it is. But yeah, let's reel in the rods. As you can see with this butt rest, it clips off, and that's my receiver going as well. So just brought in that rod as you've seen, and I'm going to redo the bait, put some fresh bait on, and then I'm going to cast it straight back on, get it on the spot, and hopefully that spot will be a bit more productive. Hard hookers by Mistral Baits, really good hook baits these are. I also need my baiting needle. Definitely didn't just trap my finger on my tackle box. My hands are numb, it is cold, like very cold. I kind of messed up, I didn't put my gloves on earlier and then realised I had them in my bag. And there is rod number one. So I'm just going to grab a mesh bag in there. Perfect. And that's perfect. I love these magnetic butt rests, just pop it off the cliff. Reel in. Snowflakes are just getting bigger and bigger. So you can see I've been in a bit of weed or some leaves off trees because I fell off the trees. I think that's just settling. While that beat then, not sure, but this hook bait's not too bad. I'll probably chuck this one straight back out, still fresh. And all I need to do is put a new PVA mesh on and give it a good cast out. If you can tell a difference in the microphone quality, please tell us, because we've just had a new microphone and we'd like to hear your feedback from it. So this is a pop-up rig. So I'm going to sling this out onto the dock and hopefully get a fish with the next hour or two. So I'll leave both these rods in for probably an hour or two, probably an hour and a half. Then I'll change spots again. Because it's winter, you need to move as much as you can to find where the fish are, because they'll all be shoaled up in the same spot. And that is right, that's exactly where I wanted it. And hopefully, fingers crossed, we can get a fish in the next hour or two. It's snowing a bit more now, but I'm getting warm up in my brolly for a bit because I'm very cold. Oof. I still not had anything yet. It's just turning 2 o'clock, so I've got about 2.5 hours left before dark, and then I'm getting. So I've got about 2.5 hours left. I had a bleep on my left rod. I'm not sure, because my line wasn't tight and then it went loose, so I think I had a drop back on my left rod. So I think I could be near some fish on my left rod. I've not had anything on my right rod yet, but fingers crossed I can get something soon. And it's very cold, my feet are numb. So yeah, hopefully I update you when I've got a fish, but fingers crossed anyway. Just had a proper run on my right hand rod. I was lure fishing about 10 metres away. One second, you set you down, I'll do that. Yeah, I was lure fishing about 10 metres away. Okay, and it just stopped beeping on my way here. Gutted, so reeled in the rod, just make sure there's nothing on. And again, cast it back out onto the same spot now. So, see you in a minute, hopefully we can catch it. Right, so I just had a big problem. One sec. Oh, right, so I was just fishing, lure fishing on that dock over there. My phone was on my tripod. I was on the phone to one of my mates, and my tripod leg wasn't on right, so it folded down and my phone went in the water. So what I did, I jumped in the water, completely went under the water and started swimming around feeling for my phone. Oh my god, and I'm filming on it right now. You probably can't even hear me at all. The mic's probably full. And literally, look at my waders, there's literally water all in him. Like, one second, let me tap out this water. I just walked back to my peg. Oh my, and my mate was on the phone to me as it happened. I should have, only if I was filming. Watch this, it don't even matter if I put my foot on the floor. Watch this. Like, I was completely underwater. Oh my god, I can't believe that just happened. How was my phone still working? Oh, well, I know how deep around dock is now. I know how deep the lake is. Oh, so I jumped in. I started floating because my waders was holding air up. Oh, I still got water in. My waders were holding air. Oh my god. And then I just went on my stomach. My coat filled with water, so heavy. And I started swimming around trying to feel my phone. Oh my god. Anyway guys, this is the end of this session. I'm coming back in tomorrow morning. So hopefully I can catch a fish tomorrow. So I'll see you tomorrow morning. Thanks for watching this part of the video. So I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I'm going to elaborate what happened in a bit more in depth now, because when I explained it when I was fishing, I was cold and I had a lot of adrenaline running through me because it just happened like. So, what basically happened, my phone was on my tripod and I didn't clip in my leg on my tripod, so it folded down because it's telescopic. So it folded down, the tripod hit the dock and my phone's on a clamp. So my phone sprung off into the water,
So I stood there for like 5 seconds, like, oh crap, what should I do? So I decided I'm going to lower myself in the water. So I'll lower myself in the water from the dock, and it wasn't as deep as I was expecting. It came up to me about there, standing up. So it wasn't getting my waders at this point, but I was like trying to reach down. I couldn't reach the floor, so I was like, oh, I'm going to have to go under. So I full and dived under the water, started feeling round on the bottom of the floor, trying to find my phone. I found it, picked it up. I was like, Ollie's still there, because I was on the phone to my mate. Only if I was filming, it would have been mint footage, but it is what it is. But yeah, my mate was still on the end of the phone, and my phone's still working fine because I'm recording on my phone right now. But just to top off that session, after I was freezing cold, wet, and I had surface frostbite on my toes. So I had 2nd degree frostbite on my feet, and I'm not even kidding. So just to finish off the session, just to make it a bit more worse, when I was walking back with the barrow, this happened. So basically, this is the end of my brand new lure rod that I just purchased before I went fishing that session. Literally, I didn't even use this once yet, but the first time I used it, I broke it. So basically, when I was pushing the barrow back, it wasn't in a rod bag, which it probably should have been, so it is my fault really. Well, it is my fault, but a bit gutted. So what I was doing, I was pushing the barrow, I was getting up a bank, and the tip of the rod touched the floor, and it just bent round and bent too far and snapped. So a bit gutted, but it's not the end of the day. I have actually just ordered a new rod, and it has came today, so I'll show. So this is my new lure rod that I've literally just received today, not used yet. It's still got the tag on, and I'll get this off out. It is Karuma Snapper. But I saw it at an Angling Direct, it was only 50 quid. Looked good, it's a proper good mint perch rod. So yeah, you'll probably see me using this in the next session when I do some perch fishing as well. So I grabbed that as well, just like, because I was a bit gutted about my other rod. But yeah, that session was disastrous. So I didn't go back the next day because I was just gutted about my rod. I was gutted that my phone, basically when I got home as well, my phone said moisture detected, so I couldn't charge it for about 3 hours because I had to put it over the radiator. But it wasn't the end of the world. My phone's working now. I've got a new rod, so it's not too bad. But yeah, I hope you have enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe if you've enjoyed this video, and if you got all the way to the end of this video, make sure you comment down below, and we'll make sure to like that comment. So we'll see you next week.